Hello everyone, I'm back here again face to face with you all, and this is my Geek of the Week video. Today, I recently saw a couple of responses to this video that was posted by this YouTuber named Anti-I-Chan, or however you say her name. Pretty much, she made this video called "Are You the Geek of the Week?" and a couple of people I've seen, Coolio Vids, Deadpoolzilla, I've seen that they've made video responses to this video, and I figured, hey, what the hell? I'll contribute something. I'll express my geekiness. I'm not sure if I'll be nominated Geek of the Week, but hey. I think it's worth a try. So she asks about 6 questions here. Could have asked a lot more than that, but whatever. Alright. The first question she asks. Tell us about yourself. Well, my name is Ian. I'm 18, going on 19 years old. I live like Deadpoolzilla. I also live in the South, in the state of Mississippi, to be exact. Although I don't really sport a Southern accent because I'm not originally from Mississippi, but that's kind of a long story that I don't really want to get into. I enjoy all of the various facets of geekdom, but on top of being a big comic book fan and a hardcore gamer, I just like to be very educated in all the different facets of geekdom, whether it be comic books, films, video games. I'm always yearning for more information, for more knowledge. I'm very much obsessed with learning things. But I guess above all that, the major thing that I want to do for a living is make movies. I'm an aspiring filmmaker. I'm taking a film class right now in college, and I hope one day to make my own movies, to become good at it, and to maybe inspire a little bit of creativity and originality within the film industry again, because most of our movie theaters nowadays are being polluted with licensed, remaked bullshit. And I hope to one day change that. But yeah, that's about all you really need to know about me. Computer's going dark there. Why do you want to be a part of Geek of the Week, and what can you contribute? What can I contribute? Ha 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 ha. You dare ask me that. I can contribute... I suppose I could contribute my knowledge and my wisdom and on many different topics and issues. More specifically, I could probably offer my knowledge of movies and cinema in general. Mainly movies that pertain to the horror genre, to monster movie genre, to the sci-fi genre, the type of genres that I myself love genuinely. And of course, since I take a film class and I'm learning more and more about film and movies and all that, I'm also learning a whole lot more about the history of film in general. So that could probably be what I could contribute personally. I mean, besides my stunning good looks. Yeah, but next question. What is your weapon of choice during the zombie apocalypse? I'd probably have to go with a minigun. A minigun mounted on top of a Humvee. And the Humvee would have gigantic teeth jutting out of the hood. And surrounding the back would be a long 50-foot strip of razor wire that would slice all the zombies in half. And while the teeth on the hood of the car are impaling zombies, and while the razor wire on the back of the car is slicing zombies up, I'll be on the top, blasting my chain gun and ripping zombies to shreds. Yeah. That's probably the weapon I would choose during a zombie apocalypse. If you had to describe yourself as a food, what would it be and why? That's a really weird question. Why would I describe myself as a food? To me, you're not really at a... To me, I don't think being an actual food would be all it's cracked up to be. I mean, you're gonna get eaten by something, and then eventually you're going to be digested and turned into bodily waste, and you're going to be shot out of some organism's anus. You're going to be shot out as just a big, smelly pile of excrement. I'm not sure if I could ever describe myself as a food, because I don't think the lifestyle of any food is really all that glamorous. So I can't really answer that question. I'm sorry. Which MMO class best describes you? I That kind of depends on which MMO you're talking about here. And MMO is kind of narrowing it down a little bit. I think you should probably say like just RPG class in general. And as far as that goes, I would probably have to go with a battle mage, which is the type of class you would see in which is the type of class that you would see in the Elder Scrolls games. A battle mage would be kind of like, he would be a spellcaster who could fight real good, Like, he could hold a sword in one hand and a staff in another, and he'd be wearing, like, armor and then a hood. That's the type of character I would really want to be. A character that blurs the lines between being a good fighter and a really good spellcaster. I want to be able to eviscerate some guys while being able to cast, like, an ancient ritual spell that summons like a demon from the seventh circle of hell or something. That's the type of RPG class I would definitely want to be. And the very last question that she asks is, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Is Waldo with her? I suppose there's no wrong answer to this question. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Is Waldo with her? Actually, I believe I do remember where she is. I think she's dead now, because I think it turns out that Waldo was like the leader of a cult that worshipped Cthulhu. And he kidnapped her and dragged her down to this swamp, and he sacrificed her to Cthulhu. And then as soon as that happened, all these cops actually went to the swamp and they killed all the cultists. They gunned all of them down like... Oh, and by the way, this happened in the 20s. It's a newspaper story. So yeah, Carmen Sandiego is probably dead somewhere in the underwater city of Ralia, and I believe that Cthulhu is probably eating her corpse right now as we speak. But yeah, it appears that that's all the questions. So I thank you for the questions, and I hope eventually you come across my video. So I'll see you all later. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and goodbye.